welcome back. That was a funny hello, wasn't it? I've been feeling a bit ropey actually, so my throat's a bit scratchy. But I've got a success story on this because I thought, oh no, a couple of days ago, I'm getting scratchy. There's something wrong. That's what I was thinking, Chihuahua. I can't believe it, can you? So I was thinking, this is going to be an ailment. Oh no, it's going to get worse. So we went on to the Lemsips and Strepsils. There's a bit of coughing at night. And having been ill with baby before, it's not pretty. So I was like, this cannot get any worse. By stroke of luck, I had put on our dinners list for this week a ramen. Inspired by a trip to Waitrose when there was just loads of lovely international food ingredients everywhere, so I was practically forced into it. So a ramen on the list. Sorry, I was just reheating myself some of said ramen. So last night the man cub and I stood and cooked this ramen from this recipe, and I'll link it below. And I'm linking it below because it was epic. So I said to him as we were preparing all these separate ingredients, you had to do it all in different pans, and it was quite a lot of prep and cooking, and it took quite a bit of time. It's the first time we'd ever really done it properly. So I said, I don't want to set my expectations too high, but I am expecting this to be completely epic because of the time it's taken. So that was a big risk, but thankfully when we tucked into it, it was lovely. It was so nice. It was the first sip. I had these expectations of I needed to be healing. At this point, I needed to be a miracle cure in a bowl. I had been inspired by one of my recent book purchases, this one, which is excellent, by the way. It's recipes and stories of where the mother and daughter, like where the recipes featured in their life, but they put the cute story next to it. And that had the ramen in it, so that had inspired me. And they said that in the country they were from, I think it was Finland, that people, you know, had broth and ramens because they were healing. So I thought maybe it will heal the cold. Well, let me tell you, I had that last night for dinner, we both did, and this morning, although when I first woke up, because that's when everything's the worst, I was a bit, I actually feel a lot better. The cough is tickly, but I don't have the headache and the soreness and the general, like the feeling that I had of, oh God, this is getting worse, and felt really heavy and no energy. I actually feel renewed. So it could be coincidence, but it was absolutely delicious. And I'm guessing that some of the things in it that make it so tasty, but also potentially good for you, is that when you boil the broth for the ramen, it's got garlic and ginger in and chili. It's quite hot. And there's lots of other lovely fresh ingredients in it, and you top it with great stuff: radishes, spring onions, sesame seeds, blanched spinach. It was so tasty. I urge you to try it. We'll definitely be making it again sometime, and I've got a leftover bowl now for lunch without the chicken. Last night's had glazed soy chicken in, which was gorgeous, but we ate all of the chicken. I didn't refrigerate any, so I'm just going to have the broth now. I'm just taking a break, so I'm going to eat some lunch, and I wanted to tell you actually about another book that I picked up, and I got this from Oliver Bonus actually when I was getting a birthday present for somebody the other week. You can't, I can't anyway, avoid just getting myself a little treat here and there. So that's what I did, and it was this. Foolproof roasting pan dishes. So I've yet to read it, but look how gorgeous the pages are. I don't want to do that thing anymore with the decorative books. And when I've been styling this house and I've got some books out that was for styling, like, forgive me, those old antique ones, I did try and read them first at the old house. The language, it was like pre-Shakespearean. I could barely understand it. It was possibly Latin, English. So look, I tried, but I did promise myself, I love books so much, and it really is a waste to buy them just for decoration if you're not going to read them. So whilst these fit this aesthetic perfectly, I'm just buying ones that I am going to cherish and read, and the photography in it is gorgeous. So yeah, I'm going to, over the weekend, carve out some time and have a good read through this, and hopefully get some dinner inspiration for next week. tomorrow's Friday also, so if I do the nursery run in the morning, I can go to Waitrose because that's next door to nursery, so I can pick up anything we need for the weekend and their lovely weekend newspaper, because I do love that. I've been very good with the targets I set myself. It's Thursday and I haven't had any chocolate or biscuits or cake or anything. Thank God the week has flown by. I've been really busy at work. Otherwise that would have been a lot more difficult, but on days it's been very difficult. I've been absolutely dying, craving just a sweet snack or a cake or something. I've got to stop saying dying. Somebody told me that watches the vlog previously that they didn't agree with my use of that word. I'm not dying, I'm in good health. I was just craving something. Anyway, on another note, a new lighting item has arrived. It is another option for the kitchen dining area, but I think this time I've got it right. Watch this space. Anyway, I need to eat. I've got a million things to do and I'll come back to you on it. So here is the light fitting. It is a bit larger than I expected. It actually feels massive in real life, but I think once it's up there and hanging down, then it should fit quite nicely because it's not too big. I think it will be fine, but it's Marks and Spencer. Somebody that I follow on Instagram linked it the other day saying what a cracking find, and I agree. It's beautiful. It's brass and wicker, obviously, and just a really lovely finish. Gorgeous. I think it was about £109 maybe. It's got a really long hanging wire, but chain also, couldn't think of the word then. It's got a really long hanging thing, which was what I needed because our light fitting is not directly above the table, it's over to the side, so we'll put it up and then put a hook and hoop it to come hanging down. So it's the perfect length for that. It's really long, so I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with it. So I just need to convince the man cub to put it up now. That would be excellent. And the other thing that arrived this week was a lovely, great surprise, because this company contacted me on Instagram and I'd been looking at wall lights because I was thinking I'd like to put some soft lighting around this area, the dining nook that I just hang out in now permanently, whether I'm dining or not. And they offered to send me some of their lights free of charge to test them out and see what I think. I say test, but I won't be giving them back if I'm not delighted. I'm sure I will be delighted because before I said yes, I had a look at their page and their website. I read reviews and I looked at people that have got them already in their homes and they look lovely and satisfaction levels were good. So I felt pretty confident in saying, yes, please send me some over, because you know I wouldn't like to accept anything if it was going to be a waste of anybody's time and money and mine, because I haven't got any time. So I need to open that and get it out. I'm not sure if there's one or two actually, but they're brass as well. So yeah, I'm really, really chuffed and very lucky that they did that. So last night it was raining and the man cub said, oh no, the covers come off the outside sofa. So he brought some in, they'd gotten wet, and he covered it back over. I put them all on the floor and I put a couple in the wash this morning and the rest have been on the floor. And somebody's made a little nest. Are you nesting, darling? Are we talking about you? Or Dorothy Piggin? Hello, Piggy. Sorry, Mummy woke you up. Oh my God, you're so cute. You're so cute. You are the cutest little thing. I've got Christmas socks on. That wasn't going to be an admission I made today. It's so dark and gloomy, but all it's making me think is I need more slippers. I need new slippers for this season. Anyway, Dorothy has been curling up on things the size of a postage stamp for years, and I just find it so bloody cute. She doesn't seem to notice that she's so big, and she sat her big bum down on something that's absolutely tiny, including quite a lot of the time her sibling Emily. Right, finally it's time. I've been waiting for this all day. It's fake. It's very nicely packaged. What is that? I've always had a slight obsession with packaging, more so than the item. I was the typical kid that loved the wrapping all the boxes. Ooh, First signs are good. The colour's lovely. I hope I can put this together now. I don't want it to be an anticlimax. I get it all out and then I can't even put it up to show you. That's a thought, isn't it? I hope I can... Oh, there is two. Oh, that's amazing. That is very exciting. I'm just trying to do this quickly. The man cub's gone out to collect the boy and I put dinner in the oven. I think I put the timer on. Hope so, anyway. This is the best news that there's two. I don't know if I'm in love with the shades, however, that's not the end of the world. Very well packed. There we go. This is cute. Two. What a life. That inspires me to clean up the whole room and make it the cosiest little space ever. Then I'll need to sit in it in the dark so that we're able to put the lights on. Oh, this is exciting.
Sure, you don't have to go through all this. You switch it on and off.
Got the remote.
Oh, so I can just put it on red all the time.
Is that your choice of colour?
Yeah.
I can't believe that even this has become a two-man job. Ready for the grand unveiling. You have to switch it off like the Christmas lights ready so that we can go ta-da. Right. The shade is ready. Oh my god, don't do that. Does this go on first? Then how do we put the bulb in? You'd have to be as tall as a bloody... Ah!
Who's the eye? You haven't put the thingy on.
What's missing?
Colour.
This.
Yes, that's the colour.
This way?
Wait.
Stop. Sorry, I just need to look. Ready?
I've been recording.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah. Oh my god.
What have you done? Why the... You tit. Right, we'll have a proper look when it's dark. So we had dinner and I managed to get the lights up, and in that time it's gone a little bit darker. Just dark enough for the lights to look so cute. Dinner was lovely as well. We had a pie, which I never have pies, I don't really like pies if I'm honest. But we tried a pie not long ago from Aldi. It was a new filling, chicken and veg of some kind. It was like their luxury range. Anyway, it was incredibly tasty. So we just sat and had dinner together and Henry joined us, which doesn't always happen. He's often too tired after nursery to sit and eat at the table with us, and he has his dinner there already at like 4 o'clock, so we don't always get a cute little family dinner, but we did. And oh, I've got to show you the light. I'm just tidying up, and if I'm honest, I'm hiding downstairs while the man cub runs him a bath and tries to get him in it. I've done it the last few nights and I wouldn't mind not doing it tonight. Yeah, mummy coming. Look at my new lights. Are you ready for this? How cute are they? They might be a little bit too long for the space. I think we probably need something little that fits in the middle, but the lights are in a good place. I like for ambience, I think, and you can turn the bulbs on with remotes to like different shades and make it warmer and cooler light. I can't get rid of that toddler tower. Not get rid of it, he uses it, but I need to find it a new storage home. Yeah, I just love them. They're so cute, and they were gifted, so that makes it even better. They are the cutest. That little corner. I've got to do something about this radiator. It drives me bloody mad. Do you know what else drives me mad? And this isn't our fault. When we reserved the house, and you get to choose your kitchen, and we upgraded to this kitchen, we paid more for it. We asked for this section here to be a sideboard, just a sideboard, not a breakfast bar, because we don't like breakfast bars. Neither of us particularly like stools, and we would never sit at it. So they should have finished the worktop here, and it would have just been a sideboard worktop, and then we would have had a gap here, which ideally I would have put a little comfortable chair there, like an occasional chair with a tiny little side table, and you could sit there and have a comfy time in the kitchen next to your coffee machine and just enjoying all of the ambience. So I've been talking to the man cub about whether he would feel confident in cutting that quartz, I think it is, himself, and seeing if we could make that little corner. By rights, we should go back to the builders and say you didn't do what we'd ordered on the paperwork. I could dig out the paperwork and look, but I don't know if it went into that detail. But anyway, I've been summoned upstairs, so I better switch off for the night. I'll catch you tomorrow. Good morning. I am just back in from the nursery run, and one of my favourite things, which is picking up a few bits from Waitrose. The builders are coming to the point where they've finished most of our estate. Well, not most of it, the bit that we're in anyway. And so they are just perfecting the roads the last couple of weeks, and I just about made it in to our little close as they're closing the main road today to finish that work. So I snuck in. Definitely got the impression I wasn't supposed to. I was behind a large sweeping truck that was probably clearing the surface ready for them to lay the tarmac, and I was like this behind, just let me in quick. I could have left the car out there, but I wanted to park it on the drive, and I'd got a lovely big bag of goodies from Waitrose. And honestly, it's one of my favourite things to do, to just pop into Waitrose and buy some good stuff. I'm going to show you what I've got, because I'll put you down there and it's so low. What about up here? Any good? Yeah, that's a bit better. I can see you and you can see me. So I've got my bag of goodies, and I've been going to Waitrose for a few years, and I always think when I get to the till, it's like, have you got my Waitrose card? I'm like, no, I'm just visiting here. I'm not a consistent Waitrose shopper, so I ignored it every time for about 5 years. And recently I've been going, because it's next door to the nursery, and I've noticed like the perks you get if you've got my Waitrose card. So I finally got one a couple of weeks ago. It's free, you just apply online. I got it, and guess what I discovered today? I get the weekend paper when I go there anyway, which is great. I like to have a flick through at the weekend, but you also get a free food magazine if you've got my Waitrose card. So today I picked that up with joy. It's filled with recipes, which is amazing, because I'm really going through a time where I'm loving fresh food and new flavours, and creating different dishes. So I'm absolutely chuffed with that. I bought a few bits. I've done really well on eating well this week, so I have bought myself a pastry today for the mid-morning snack with a coffee. I've bought some strawberries, I've got spinach to have with my lunch, and beetroot and mint hummus to go with lunch as well. And lunch today is going to be smoked salmon and spinach quiche. I do love a quiche. I also love a crust-lust quiche. There's this gorgeous recipe that you make with puff pastry and ricotta and courgettes. I've made it once. I need to find the recipe out, because I will make that this weekend. I picked up a tart because I think I might invite the neighbours on Sunday for a coffee, and this tart in the freezer will be perfect. You defrost it on the day, and I think that would be lovely with a tea or coffee. And it's custard tart, amazing. So yes, got that. I also got some frozen pastries for breakfast over the weekend because we love pastries in bed, and the man cub always runs out and goes to get the pastries from the shop. And then I'm sad that he had to leave the comfort of the snuggly bed trio, so I thought I'll save him the job. I picked up some sushi ginger because I'm making katsu curry for dinner over the weekend. I was going to do it tonight, but the man cub has got a friend visiting from Nottingham, where he used to live. Come on. And it will be at dinner time. He's got his own family, so he's going to go home for dinner, but rather than be in the way in the kitchen and cooking, I think the man cub's going to get us a takeaway tonight, so I'll make the curry tomorrow. And I treated myself to a magazine. Now, I picked Ideal Home instead of Period Homes that I usually have, because I spent some time flicking through them to make a good choice. I picked it up because it said expert tips for lighting, but also luxe ideas for less. That appealed to me, and it came with a free handbook of a small homes handbook, which actually is ironic because we no longer live in a small home. This house is 5 bedrooms, but I suppose I just thought that sounded like a great idea, the small homes handbook. And it said about decluttering, which appealed to me. So I've got so much reading material for this weekend, which makes me really happy. We're going to go out tomorrow around Oundle, the town where the nursery is, because I've wanted to go for ages. I thought that'd be lovely. So we're going to have a walk around there, hopefully, and have lunch, take Henry to the park and things tomorrow. And Sunday we're going to have a home day. So yeah, I hope to be reading magazines, drinking coffee, and generally having a wonderful time. Right, I'd better get myself some tea and toast and get up to my office and log on for work. Oh, nearly said it's Sunday morning. It's not Sunday morning, it's Saturday. It's Saturday. That's better, sorry, you're wobbling. It's Saturday and we are going out to Oundle for a look around the shops and to take the boy to the playground and whatever else we can get up to. But as ever, we've taken quite a long time getting ready and getting out the house, and now he's really tired and he's so sad. He's so sad because he's tired, he's howling. So I'm just trying to pack him some snacks as quickly as I can. An orange, but toddlers change what snacks they like every single day, so he was obsessed with oranges yesterday, probably gone off the idea now, who knows. He wouldn't eat the porridge I made him, but he has been awake since about 5:30, so he has had food already. So relaxing, I just live for the weekends. Mum and Dad out. You don't know how long I've wanted to come for a walk round Oundle in the day, in the shops.
Always, since you were born.
Since we found it anyway. Oh look, that's nice. That shelf's nice in there. Just sitting, the little tatty, in the high street where we always drive past in the week and wish that we could sit here and have a cup of tea and think those people look like they're having a great time. And now we're those people. Well, this is a beautiful little spot.
Oh, I thought you were going to say.
Oh, you're also beautiful. Did I choose good?
There we go.
It's the cutest.
There's no more.
More.
I'll just test it.
It doesn't look dry, it looks wet. So.
Actually, it's quite dry.
Wait. Oh.
Ding dong. There's no Nino coming. No. Yes, it looks very creepy.
No.
Daddy? Wow. It's beautiful. Car. This is so nice to walk around here because we usually drive through here to go to nursery really quickly in the mornings. And when I thought that if you walk, you're going to see so many more lovely things. And I'm right, we have seen loads of lovely things.
The grounds are, you know, looked after and thinking.
Yeah, I'm just not much of a church goer, but I've always wondered what this one looks like close up.
Yeah, I'm on about the ground.
I do think for health and safety reasons you probably ought to put him down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
Okay, you tired? Well, Daddy's got a job to do. Is this a very technical job?
Not really.
Oh well, at least the cleaner's in today. You ready for this? Ready? Ta-da! Stop! Stupid. You're ruining the big reveal. Ah, I really like it. That is so cute. My God, we've ended up with so much lighting this weekend.
Have we?
Yeah, because the wall lights were brand new too.
Oh yeah, for that one.
Table looks a bit busy, but I've covered it in 500 magazines, so that looks cute. I can't believe it. I finally found the shade of shades. Look, Vancouver's hooked it over a little brass hook so that we could have it hang down over the table. That is lovely. You've done a great job, my friend.
Invoice you later.
Oh my God. Just what you need to get yourself all ready for bed. We've just taken a walk up the shop because I fancied some dark chocolate. Don't be fooled by the light, it's like 8 PM. I basically just wanted to show you one thing before I go upstairs and we have a TV marathon, but I had to wait till it was dark to show you. So here is what the dining room looks like, and with our new wall lights. Ta-da! That looks, it makes them look brighter than they are. They're actually very subdued, but I can also turn them down on the remote. See if I can get you a slightly less blinding view. Oh, it looks really cute, minus the toddler tower there. It's such a cute little ambient space. I wish the lights weren't blinding because it means you can't see the true level of coziness. It looks absolutely perfect. I'm so happy with it. It's really, really cute. Hello, good afternoon. I've just finished work. It's actually evening. I'm just waiting for the man cub to get back with my baby goods. I can't tell you how many hours a day I spend looking at his face going, oh my God, my baby, my boy, you are so big. But I have to remember that this is the, each day is the smallest that he'll ever be actually, so I should appreciate that day. So I thought that I would just share this brief moment of stress with you so that you could experience it too. I am looking for something to wear to work tomorrow, which in itself tends to be quite the challenge. I don't know what I want to wear. The weather is in between. I want to be smart but comfortable, authoritative but hip. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do that, and I'm just looking. I've got so many nice things, and I just don't know how I end up in this position where I'm like not sure. So I've got this lovely denim skirt, the long one that I bought a few weeks ago. That could be cool with some kind of nice top combo, but I feel like I need to wear a heel. In fact, I could wear my cowboy boot, ankle boots with that skirt. That would be a decent option. Let's pop you down a minute. The spare room is such a mess at the moment, and I really wanted this to be a lovely haven for family and friends to stay over, and currently I can see a dead moth and lots of ironing. Anyway, moving on. So here's the skirt, so I can bring the shoes up from downstairs. So then I'd need a top to go with it, so I think I could check Pinterest for a good combo. It's cold enough to wear a like top and jumper, or what do you call it, over the top, like a knitted gilet or similar. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but yeah, this kind of thing. But I have just bought a brown knitted gilet, and it's incredibly warm, so I don't think we're quite at that level yet. But I'm going to need, I don't want to wear my Ralph Lauren cardi. It feels a bit Harrodsy, and I wore it a lot then, and I don't want to look like, I think that I'm what's the word, I don't know, it begins with a P. Pretentious, that's it. I don't want to feel pretentious. I want to be really comfortable. So I need something that will go with the skirt. I'm going to look it up on Pinterest, and I'm going to let you know the end result, because that is a better viewer-friendly scenario for you. Bear with me, I'll be right back. Okay, particularly quick for me, but I think I've cracked it. I think that I could maybe wear a stripy, pinstriped, blue and white Ralph Lauren shirt that goes with everything, with a jumper over the top. I've got a thin brown jumper that might work. Where's the shirt? Has it made its way into my beige wardrobe? Or worse than that, it needs ironing and it's in the ironing basket. But I've washed everything. I had a big mad wash at the weekend. Everything's clean. This is the jumper anyway. You'll have seen it. I wear it a lot. It's a great all-rounder, and I'm sure it was ASOS. That's absolutely made its money's worth. Right, I'll put that down. I need to find the shirt, and if I can do a quick try on before the boys get home and I need to cook dinner, that would be ace, so that I don't feel panicked at 5 AM when I get up, or tonight when I'm running in the bath at bedtime. Good morning. It looks very bright. Don't be fooled, it's not bright. It's about 6:30. I've just been getting ready to go. It was a treacherous night, and I was thinking about this in the night, that I'm going to be absolutely unable to string any thoughts together today. And then I thought, I don't even feel like I've got an excuse, because it's not like I can say, oh sorry, just really tired, I've got a baby, because he's nearly 2. I don't know if that's a thing, but what is a thing is that children still don't sleep until they're quite a bit bigger. So I actually feel very sorry for people that just turning up for work day after day, and their home life is actually exhausting because they dared to want a family. It's a lot. I've got a big team meeting today. I bought a couple of treats for people, so I'm hoping that will be nice for them and a surprise and enjoyable. I'm going to get the train. I've got to get several different trains today because I'm going up north, so it's not a straightforward journey, but actually that's a blessing because that will keep me awake on the way, because I have to change train every half an hour. Right, I'd better go. Hello, good morning. It's Friday and I am so relieved. I've just got in from the nursery run. I did do a quick Waitrose pop in. It's one of my favourite things to do on a Friday. It's become considerably colder, but crisp and nice, not terrible cold. I've been out working the last couple of days and it has nearly finished me off. I don't know why I'm finding it so tiring. I think because the last couple of weeks I've travelled back to back instead of like breaking it up through the week. So yeah, I went to the north on Wednesday and the south on Thursday, and yesterday my sleep has been really terrible to do with the baby, and yesterday morning I woke up when the alarm went off and I thought, I haven't got it in me. I don't know if I can do this. But I got ready and I went. I had some meetings with suppliers in London, and actually I'm so glad that I went. It's so, years ago I would have struggled with being so tired. It's a real trigger for me. I just feel quite useless. My brain doesn't work and physically can feel quite awful. But in recent years, just pushing through that first stage where you think, no, I can't do this, and getting myself up and out within an hour, I can manage and just get on with it and face the day. So I'm so glad that I did that yesterday, because I had a lovely day at work. I worked with some brilliant people, and the suppliers we were with yesterday were lovely as well. We had breakfast with one supplier at the office, at their office, and it was just really good, and I learned some stuff. So happy to be partnering with them on things for recruitment, and also that we've got the budget to pay for that kind of stuff. Like, I don't take that for granted, because a lot of things in the workplace can be stressful or constricted due to things like cost, and just feel really lucky that, you know, I landed a new job, and by no means are we flush, but having any budget to be able to channel your efforts is brilliant. So all in all, I had a great day, and I picked a decent train back, and so I didn't feel really late back and could relax and have some dinner. In fact, and I really hope that my friend Hannah's not watching this, because she teases me for this relentlessly. I said to the wine club, should we get a takeaway? I had a meal plan for the week, and we'd had the meals so far, but I thought, do you know what, I fancy something spicy, and I could feel a bit of like a cold or whatever coming on from sitting in the aircon on the trains the last couple of days, and I thought a bit of spice wouldn't go amiss. So we did. We've got an Indian curry, which actually is quite a triumph for me, because the man cub didn't used to like Indian curry. I don't eat it often, but on occasion it's nice. He didn't like it because in Poland they don't really have Indian restaurants or Indian takeaways. So the fact that I didn't do it, over time his taste has changed and he now quite enjoys one. It's brilliant. So we had a chicken biryani, which was lovely. My mum and stepdad are coming to visit us tomorrow, which is good. They haven't been for ages, and we've been out the last couple of weekends doing stuff, and I just thought it'd be nice to stay in. So when my mum asked about catching up, I thought, I don't think I want to traipse across Northamptonshire, if I'm honest with you. But they agreed to come here, so I think I'll pick up something nice from the bakery later for lunch. But I'm also going to make the courgette and ricotta pastry dish that I trialled a couple of months ago, and then I was eating it for a week for my packed lunch. It was lovely, delicious, so fresh. It was a recipe that I got from Instagram. I may be able to put the link into the description box for it actually, but it was so tasty. So I think I'll make that in the morning. So there'll be a couple of options for their lunch. So we should have a nice day at home tomorrow. I'm working today, so I'll be starting that shortly. I've got my lunch and everything sorted. I've got a couple of fresh bits from Waitrose, and I ordered some new cups, because Cupgate, let me tell you, basically Cupgate has been ongoing. That I wanted a nice set of guest mugs, and about 3 years ago I invested in these. They're H&M Home, quite wide. They're ideal for a coffee if someone visits, but what I noticed when I would drink out of them, the cup's too big for me by the way, the round top is too large. It's not my cup of tea. So we have been using them for about 3 years, but I find that the drinks go cold in them quickly. Ideal for guests because then they can drink their drink and go, but not so much if I'm drinking out of them, and I want to drink out of a nice cozy cup. So we've had these, and I was kind of on the lookout for something else. So then I saw these cups in a show home when we were looking to buy this house a year ago. So I went and ordered them. I took a picture of the bottom and I ordered these. They were a slightly different colour to the ones I got. These are a more grey, greeny, quite dark. I'd hoped there was a brown and beige mix that I'd seen. So they just weren't exactly what I wanted. So I've used them for guests. I've had a couple of drinks out of them. It doesn't work for me. I don't like them. So they weren't cheap, and so I will try to sell them on if anybody wants them. But I have recently eaten at places and had a lovely handheld cup, which is just so cozy, and I thought that's what this season needs. That is exactly what this season needs. So at home, I've been using these little glass cups for my coffee every day for weeks, and actually, rather comically, this was a jar of Nutella. The man cub would laugh his head off because when his mum was here, she must have washed it up, put it in the cupboard. I didn't notice. I don't really care anyway, but I got it out. I was like, oh, that's a nice cup. Wonder where it came from. Started drinking my coffee out of it, and he was like, it's a Nutella jar. So I got another one, so I've got a pair, which is great. But what I haven't got is a set for guests or anything. So basically, this is my very long-winded way of telling you that I've ordered some new cups and they've arrived. I haven't opened them yet, but I think they're going to be perfect. So, I didn't intend to give you a Waitrose haul because who needs that, but what I did get, so I was, it greeted me as I walked through the door, and who could resist, was some bulbs. I am stacking up the bulbs here. I've got quite a few, and I think that's fine because as I've learned, if you're going with bulbs, you need to go bold. The more the better for stunning displays. And it is hard because you are putting it in the mud and you don't know what it's going to look like. You've really got to have a bit of imagination and vision to think, next year, this is going to look epic. But what I've learned over several years of gardening now is that the more the better for impact. If you stick one allium in your flower bed, which I've definitely done, it does look a little bit shit. So you need as many as you possibly can. So I saw these and they were £6 and there's 8 bulbs in there. So I'm going to put those with my stack of bulbs and seeds. I'm still trying to make up my mind about what I'm going to do with the seeds because a greenhouse would be pretty bloody handy right now. I've got loads of seeds that I want to put into seed trays, but I need to keep them indoors, and I haven't got a window ledge or anywhere really that I could think of to put them out of the way that wouldn't look a bit minky for the next few weeks whilst the seeds like germinate and do the first little bits of growth. So the jury's still out on that one. I almost nearly panic bought a greenhouse last night, and then I was like, the only corner I've got to put it in is dark, and I looked it up on the internet, and an overshadowed piece of garden would be no good for the greenhouse for obvious reasons. It needs to be warm. Right, I've got the man cubs and pastries for tomorrow. I got an avocado. Recently the baby has discovered mini baby bells. I bloody loved these as a kid. So I got some of those. I got a lemon for my courgette tart. Waitrose do these epic oranges called Queen, and they are a cross of a Satsuma and a Mandarin. If that is not the most amazing crossbreed of orange you've ever heard of, I don't know what is. I may actually eat them with that label because it is a bit tricky to get fruit in me sometimes because I am more of a fan of things like chocolate mousse. I've got us those for the weekend, and I got a new shower gel to try. I don't know why I call it shower gel because I don't shower, I bath. but I thought I would try this because I haven't had a decent one for weeks. I've been using up a load of stuff that I got for last Christmas, which is hilarious because it's September. But yeah, Method is a good brand of cleaning products, may I add. So I thought I would see if it's any good for the bath, and it's a big bottle. If I don't love it, then my next go-to is going to be Neal's Yard, because they sell that in Waitrose, and I love their geranium and orange, so I'll get myself bubble bath and shower gel of that as a little treat. So that's it. I've got some bleach, nobody needs to know about that. But basically, I wanted to show you the cups. The cups was the purpose of me coming here. So, let's see. Went really blurry then, that's a bit better. Just want to show you my cups. Here they are. So let's have a look in the proper light so you can see. So they're a mix of brown and beige. I think they look quite cute. On first inspection, cute. Let's see if I can get one out and have a proper look. Just check. Ah, they're perfect size and the texture is good. They're little, they're so little. Problem with cups is, the real test is having a hot drink out of them. And if you can have a hot drink out of it, then you can't send it back. So it may end up in the cup graveyard. But visually, they're cute. They're nice. They would be cozy. They'd be lovely. Maybe I should keep, well, I think I will keep the brown wide cups because I've had them for ages. I haven't had such a dramatic reaction to those ones because they've been around a while now and they're part of the furniture. But these ones, I just, yeah, they're not for me. I look in the cupboard and I feel annoyed. So the others can stay, so perhaps there's a choice and we can try out these new little cosy cups. So I think I'm about done this morning. So I'm going to sign off and go and start some work, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you for watching. If you don't already subscribe, then feel free to subscribe. That would be lovely. I'd love to see you here regularly, and I will be back in a few days to show you what else we get up to. We've got some lovely stuff planned. We're going out for a meal and things this weekend, and hopefully a lovely woodland walk would be just what the doctor ordered. So I will see you soon.